Now today we'll start our new session, Node MCU for IoT. Node MCU for IoT. So before that, we'll see some basic regarding IoT and we'll take revision of IoT. So what is IoT? So in short, IoT is foundation for digital transformation. So IoT means Internet of Things. It is the network of physical objects or things embedded in electronics, software, sensors, network connectivity, which enables these objects to collect and exchange the data. So all physical components, physical devices are connected to each other through internet, and they can transmit and collect the data between each other. So this is IoT. Why we are using IoT? Because of dynamic control of industry and daily life, then improve the resources utilization, integrating human society and physical systems, flexible configuration, universal transport and internetworking, acts as technologies integrator. In short, the ultimate goal of IoT is to automate human life. So we want automation, and for that IoT is used. Take one example. This is one example, smart bins concept. So in cities there are n number of dustbins. There is sensor. That sensor will send data to this vehicle. If any dustbin is full, it sends signal to that. For example, this will send signal, I am full, I am full. So this driver knows which dustbin is full, and he can collect the dustbin from that location. So this is one example of smart bins concept. Then you can take different examples like consumer internet of things are smartphones, wearable, TV, appliances, home automation, etc. And industrial internet of things are smart factory, grid, machine, city, car, etc. And all these consumer IoT, industrial IoTs are connected to each other for data analysis. So this is brief about IoT. Now IoT boards. Already we have seen IoT boards are Arduino Uno with ESP8266, then Node MCU, then a Raspberry Pi. Now in this session we are starting to learn Node MCU. So we cannot use Arduino directly to IoT. So we have to use ESP8266. So this is my ESP8266. So Arduino plus Node MCU, Arduino plus ESP8266 is used for IoT. So wires are required and cost will increase. The Arduino is 500 rupees and ESP8266 is 200 rupees. So it is total cost is 700 rupees. So new solution for IoT is Node MCU. So this is Node MCU, which is combination of Arduino and Wi-Fi. So Arduino compatible and plus Wi-Fi combined is Node MCU, and the cost of this system is very less. It is only 300 rupees. So cost is reduced, hardware is reduced, and it becomes compact. So Node MCU, Node Microcontroller Unit, is an open source software and hardware development environment built around ESP8266 inexpensive system on chip SoC. The ESP8266 designed and manufactured by ExpressIF System. It contains crucial elements of computer like CPU, RAM, networking, Wi-Fi. All these are inbuilt in this. Therefore, it is ultimate choice for IoT projects or IoT systems. Now in Node MCU we are using ESP modules. So there are n number of ESP modules. So these are ESP modules. So this is ESP8266, standalone ESP8266, which is connected to Arduino, and then you can use it for IoT. So these are different ESP modules. This is Node MCU. So this is ESP module embedded on this Arduino, and this is total Node MCU. In Node MCU, ESP8266 12E is used. In Node MCU ESP8266, this 12E module is used, and this is the pin diagram for ESP8266 12E. This microcontroller is used in Node MCU, but you cannot connect wires pins here. So in Node MCU that facility is there. So we'll see the Node MCU pin diagram. So this is my Node MCU. So Node MCU is this is your Node MCU. Okay. So Node MCU, I will explain this. This is very important to start our session. So if you observe the color code, first color is red, power. So power, if you observe red indicators 3.3 volt, 3.3 volt, 3.3 volt, V in. So its input is 3.3 volt. Arduino operates on 5 volt, but Node MCU operates on 3.3 volt. Remember, Node MCU operates on 3.3 volt. V in, you can give 4.5 to 12 volt as a V in. Internally, this IC will convert this your V in into 3.3 volt. So you can connect either 3.3 volt or you can connect V in. Next, black. Black color is ground. So it has 4 ground pins. Then yellow color. Yellow color is used for controlling. So EN, reset. EN means enable, reset means reset the signal, wake up. So these are enable pins. Next, orange. ADC. So ADC 0. Node MCU has only one ADC. Remember, Node MCU has only one ADC input, whereas Arduino has 6 analog inputs. So in this, you have only one ADC. If you want to increase the ADC, you have to use you have to use Node MCU 32. Node MCU 32. So Node MCU 32 has 6 analog inputs. So right now we are dealing with Node MCU ESP12E. So it has only ADC 0, 1 ADC. Then I2C. It has I2C facility, SCL, serial clock, and SDA, serial data. So these pins are used for I2C. I2C means integrated. I2C means inter-integrated circuit technology. Then this color orange, purple is GPIO. So GPIO. So it starts from GPIO 0 and ends with GPIO 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Node MCU has 17 GPIO. GPIO means general purpose input output. Then if you observe, these are blue colors, D0 to D8 only. D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8. So these pins are used for general purpose Arduino compatible pins, D0 to D8. So these are your general purpose pins. Then UART. This is RxD, TXD, UART. SD card. These are for SD card. You can connect memory card here. Direct memory card here. Then this is PWM, pulse width modulation. So it has 4 PWM pins. And these pins are reserved. So these 2 pins are reserved. So this is the pin diagram of Node MCU. Node MCU features. So first feature is microcontroller ESP8266, which is 32-bit. At a time it will operate on 32-bit. Next feature is clock 80 megahertz, whereas in Arduino it is 16 megahertz. USB to serial. This is very important. It has CP2102 USB to TTL converter. It is plug and play. So you have to install the drivers for CP2102. Then and then only you can use this Node MCU. Next, USB connector is micro USB connector. Operating voltage, it operates only on 3.3 volt. But you can provide input voltage up to 4.5 volt to 10 volt. Then next, flash ROM is 4 megabyte and SRAM, static RAM, is 64 kilobyte. Digital input output pins are 11. There are actually 17 digital input pins, but general purpose input pin, but available to user is 11. Analog input pins is only 1. ADC input voltage. The input to the ADC is 0 to 3.3 volt. PWM pins, there are 4 PWM pins. UART, SPI, I2C. There is one UART, one SPI, one I2C. Wi-Fi built-in. In Node MCU there is built-in Wi-Fi, so no need to connect extra Wi-Fi. And this Wi-Fi can be used as access point, station or host. So it is used to connect to internet, and through that you can do IoT applications. You can program this Node MCU using simple Arduino IDE. And last feature is onboard antenna, onboard PCB antenna. So these are the features for Node MCU. This is very important features. Now next, Arduino IDE for Node MCU. Arduino is dedicated for Arduino. It is not for ESP8266. If you want to use Arduino for ESP8266 you cannot connect it straightforward. You have to do some configuration. So now onwards we'll see what configuration you have to do. So first you have to convert node Arduino IDE for node MCU, and for that your first step is click on preferences, go to file and click on preferences. So file, in that preferences, in the preferences you have to type HTTP Arduino ESP8266 into additional board manager. So this is additional board manager, and here you have to type Arduino.ESP8266 table like this. The next step is open the board manager and go to tools, board manager. So tools, board manager. So you have to click on tools, then board, and then board manager. After that one window will open, and here you have to search ESP8266. So type here ESP8266, you will get ESP8266 community. You have to install it. So click on install. So it will start installing. After installation, after few seconds, you will observe this window installed. So this is the procedure to configure Arduino IDE for Node MCU. Now only configuring Arduino for Node MCU is not sufficient. So while writing the code, you have to do another settings. So we'll see that. So we'll test LED blinking program on Node MCU. For that, first connect your board to Node MCU and select your board. So tools, board, in that board you have to select Node MCU 1.0 ESP12E module. Then select proper serial port. Select proper serial port. So tools, port, and there is one port. So you have to select this proper serial port. If there is no serial port shown after connecting board, you have to install the drivers. So how to install the drivers? So if there is no serial port, you will get this window in device manager. So to install the driver, open Windows control panel and click on the device manager. So when you click on device manager, you will get this window. Then right click on CP120X. So you have to right click here, you will get this window. Then click on update driver. So if you don't have driver, Google CP1201 USB to UART driver. You will get all the data on this website. You will get the drivers on this website. This website is very important, and on this website all installation procedures is defined. So download the drivers and install the drivers. So after installing, you will get serial port. Then we are writing the program. INT pin 2. I am using INT pin 2. 2 is named as a pin. Now when you are using 2, it is referred as GPIO2. Now if you see the pin diagram, GPIO2 and D4 are same. GPIO2 and D2 are different. GPIO2 and D2 are different. GPIO2 is associated with GPIO2 is associated with D4. So pin number 2 is equal to GPIO2 is equal to D4. It is not D2. In Node MCU, here there is onboard LED which is connected to D4. In Arduino, onboard LEDs are connected to D13. Then this is your setup loop. The code is same for LED blinking in Arduino. So pin mode, pin comma output. In while loop, digital write pin comma high, wait for some time. Digital write pin comma low, wait for some time. So this is the simple program, same as LED blinking in Arduino, but here difference is if you write 2, it is GPIO2. If you want D2, then you have to write down D2 here. But right now we are using GPIO2 is equal to D4 pin, which has onboard LED. Now this is the circuit diagram if you want to connect external pin. So ground is connected to ground and this D4 is connected to this. So D4 is equal to GPIO2 and D2 is not GPIO2. GPIO2 is D4. And then we'll see the we have to click on upload. So when you click on upload, wait for some time until you observe done uploading. So after done uploading, you will observe the LED blinking. So we will see the demonstration of this LED blinking. Hello everyone, now we'll see the demonstration of LED blinking on NodeMCU. So this is my code. In this code I had used pin 2. Pin 2 is GPIO 2, or you can say D4. Now in white setup pin mode, pin output, then white loop, digital write pin high, delay for 1 second, digital write pin low, delay for 1 second, repeat the sequence. So LED will blink on off on off on off like this. On the NodeMCU board there is onboard LED, so no need to connect external LED. Now after writing the code, our first step is click on tools, then board. So you will observe there are various boards. If you see, there are various boards like Arduino, Uno, etc. We have to select NodeMCU. So we have to select NodeMCU 1.0 ESP12E module. So we have selected this board. Then you have to select tools and port. So port I had selected COM port. It shows COM4, so I had selected COM4. Now if there is no board on this tools board option, then you have to go to board manager, and from board manager, here you have to write down ESP8266. So right now it is connected to internet. After successful connection, here you have to write down ESP8266. So it is downloading ESP8266. So here I have to write down ESP8266. So I will write ESP8266. So ESP8266 community version installed. So already it is installed, so no need to install it. So I had already installed it. So what I had done, I had installed it, I had selected NodeMCU board, I had selected port. Now I have to upload the code into NodeMCU. So for that I am using this NodeMCU board. Now on this NodeMCU board there is onboard LED here. Right now this LED is off, so I will write the code. I will write the code. I will write the code and we will see the result. So I will click on upload. Now it is compiling and this is the progress. So we are observing compiling status. Now uploading the program. 8% uploading. LED is not blinking. Now done uploading and LED is blinking. So this is blinking program on NodeMCU. LED blinking on NodeMCU. Thank you for watching.